Special shout out for the one elected official who came here tonight.
Yeah.
One elected official. So let's give him a really, really special appreciation and acknowledgement. Assembly member in California in Sacramento, Al Murasuchi. Al Murasuchi. Remember that name. Remember that name as the only elected who was here tonight, okay?
Yeah.
He's watching our back, we're gonna watch his. Sisters and brothers, representing the Southeast Asian Community Alliance, a non-profit organization in Chinatown, watching out for the community of Chinatown and for everyone in Los Angeles. Please welcome Sister Diana Valencia.
Hi everyone, welcome to Chinatown. I'm Diane and I work at the Southeast Asian Community Alliance. I'm also a volunteer with the Chinatown Coalition for Equitable Development there. And I want to thank you all for coming. We are a youth organization and unfortunately our students couldn't make it because they're busy doing their homework. And that sounds silly, right? But they can't afford not to get an education. Just how Walmart is treating its workers, they can't afford to have their families work there. And so I want to thank you all for everyone for coming here and standing in solidarity with our community members, our youth, their parents that are working in the restaurants, the small businesses there. They couldn't come here. So thank you so much. It's just a really quick speech. And so I appreciate everyone here. By being here, you're standing in solidarity with all the workers in Bangladesh, in China, all the workers here inside that are not awake yet. So stay strong. Thank you, and keep fighting. Thank you.
Speaking of young people, there are a group of young people that I noticed right here. Look at this. You know, you want young people because they can yell louder. They got so much energy. They got so much energy. And they're taking over for us, right? They're going to change the world and make it right. So I see you're wearing mecha on your t-shirt. My Angelo School presente. Sisters and brothers, to end this part and then move on to our action, please welcome someone who I think is familiar with jail.
All right. All right.
But you know what? He's familiar with jail for all the right reasons. All the right reasons. He's familiar with getting arrested because he knows that sometimes in order to really be strong and have a commitment to our conscience, you got to do this sometimes. So please welcome someone who's been with us no matter what the struggle, no matter what the issue, he is with us. Please welcome the presiding elder of the African Methodist Episcopal Church of Southern California, our dear good friend, Reverend Norman Copeland.
And me and Anthony went to jail the last time together, so I'm very thankful to be standing here. They told me to cut this short, so I'm going to go ahead and try to read this so I can get everything in. Why are we here today? Why have we gathered here having a discussion about Walmart? Maybe it is larger than just Walmart. Maybe it is because Walmart represents the struggle working people are having, maintaining their families and their sense of fair play and respect in the workplace.
Yeah.
I believe we are here because of the income inequality that exists between labor and corporate America.
Yeah.
In 2012, the gap between the richest 1% and the 99% was the widest been since the 1920s.
Wow.
Income of the wealthiest 1% rose nearly 20%, whereas the income of the remaining 99%, 1%. In 2011 study by the CBO, a nonprofit organization, found that the top earning of 1% of households increased their income by 275% after federal taxes and income transfer over a period between 1979 and 2007, compared to a gain of just 40% for the middle class working class in America. Yale, Harvard, and economic professor Robert J. Shiller, who was among the Americans who won the Nobel Prize for Economics in 2013, believed that the rising economical inequality in the United States and other countries is the most important problem that we are facing today. The question is, are we a productive labor force? The answer is productivity has soared. The American labor force is producing better benefits, but benefits of productivity during this cycle has gone almost exclusively to the corporations and their executive committees. Why are we here today? We are here because we are the glue that keeps corporate America functioning on a day-to-day basis. Without us manufacturing, the travel industry, restaurants, farms, and service industries would soon begin to unravel. They say that America produces the very best quality of any product of services in the world. We provide the product and services by our labor workforce skills. Yet most of the financial benefits go to the top and the labor force gets the leftovers. Why are we here today? We're here because our brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers who deserve decent housing and a safe community to live in deserve and require a decent income. We're here so that our families can afford decent balanced meals every day of the week. It requires a decent income. We are here so that sons and daughters, nieces and nephews and next door neighbors can afford the education to educate their children and themselves. It requires a decent income. We are here because health care is not a privilege but a requirement for every child, grandmother, husband, and wife. We require a decent income. We believe that the rising income inequality, the most important problem that we are facing today. We are here because the Bible told us the story of David and Goliath. Goliath was a giant who had never been defeated nor conquered, with arms and armies and shields and weapons. But David was a small teenager with a slingshot and a few smooth pebbles. But he brought Goliath down with one well-placed shot. Keep on working, keep on laboring. You can bring a change. We are here because Cesar Chavez stood up for unfair labor laws. We are here because Martin Luther King stood up for unfair labor laws. This is not easy.
All right. We with you.
We are here because our mothers and fathers dreamed and believed in a better day and a better way and willing to stand up against Goliaths in their generation. We are here because it is our generation. We are here because we believe in right. We believe in the dignity of our work. We believe that we deserve a decent wage. We believe that we should feed our children and clothe our families. We are here because we believe.
All right, sisters and brothers. First, we have about 50 people who have volunteered to be arrested tonight. Give them a big hand. Let's hear it. Now, they know what to do. What happens to them tonight depends on the discipline of you who aren't getting arrested. We're fighting the clock. When I tell you, if you are not wearing a green armband, I want you to go to that sidewalk. Now, not yet, but when I tell you, do it quickly. Once you're on that sidewalk, the volunteers who are getting arrested will sit in a circle in the street. No one should be with them unless you've been signed up in advance and you're wearing a green armband. Other than that, we want you on the sidewalk. The police have been wonderful in helping us pull this thing together. When they're making the arrests, they need to speak to our folks who are being arrested. They need to hear each other. So when you're on the sidewalk, I'm asking you not to make a lot of noise. As folks get arrested, you can applaud as they get taken away, but let the police do their job. Let our folks who are sitting down do their job, and we will strike a blow against Walmart like it's never seen. Now is the time, unless you have a green armband on, please out of the street and move to that sidewalk.